Okay, okay, okay. I think I'm live. Yeah. Okie dokie. I don't plan on this being a very long live, and I may very well be by myself, but I want to finish my soft cover journals today, Sunday. So, since I started it live, I thought I would finish it live. So, this is what, and check these out. Of the three that I started, I guess, Friday, right? Started it Friday, worked on it Saturday. Of the three, I completed two. Two of them are done. The summer one is done, signature sewn in. Signature sewn in. And then I have the spring. Spring is done, signature sewn in. So I am going to work on the last one, which is, I think this is the autumn one, right? Summer is done, spring is done. This one has to be the autumn one. So let me pin this shut. I am trying to train this book to remain closed. So we are going to do that with some pins. And basically, all that's left to be done is signature sewn in. I will go in later and add some embellishments, probably mostly tags. So this is the third one. I'm going to sew the signature into this one. I have pinned it several places, top and side, to keep the paper from shifting. All of the papers inside pressed against the signature. Or I should say pressed against the spine of the book. I have an awl. I have some wax thread. And the crazy thing is I just had a needle and I don't know where the needle went, which is kind of scary because hopefully I didn't put it anywhere where I'm going to sit on it. What did I do with that needle? Don't know. I have others. I'm just concerned that needle is going to end up somewhere where it's going to poke me or someone else. Doesn't matter. I'll just be careful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to attach my signature to my soft cover. I have this Uline book, and the only reason I use this book is so that I have somewhere to kind of cradle my signature and book, poke holes, and not worry that, one, I'm going to poke a hole in my table, and two, that I'm going to miss center spine. So this is the best way to do it. You get yourself a thick book and cradle it. 3-hole pamphlet stitch is exactly what it sounds like, 3 holes. So I am going to poke a hole in the center and then one near the top and one near the bottom. Now normally I would measure something like this if I was working with multiple signatures, but I'm only working with one signature. So I'm going to eyeball what I think is the center, poke through with my awl. I'm not going to go completely to the top here because I don't want my pages to rip. I'm going to come down some, poke another hole, make sure it goes through, and then do the same on the other side. Those are my 3 holes. I don't need this, so I'm going to push that to the side. Really concerned where I put that needle, but like I said, it doesn't matter. I have others. Here's my wax thread. This is kind of like a coppery type color. I think it matches perfectly with this particular fabric. And my rule is I basically cut 3 lengths of the height of the book. That's 2. That's 3. A little more, just in case. I have to tell you that sewing a signature into the book is probably my least favorite of the entire process. So I threaded the wax cording through my needle. I want my tie off to be on the inside of the book, so I'm going to start by threading from the inside, center hole, outside. And I'm going to pull that out, making sure to grab onto the tail. I don't want to lose track of that tail and accidentally pull it through. That would be sad. That would be very sad. Then I'm going to go through the top hole back inside the book. Pull that through. And I'm going to hold on to that tail. Now I'm going to skip that middle hole on the inside, go to that hole on the far opposite end, pull through that one. Now, if you notice on the inside, I have the length of that cord running the entire page, and I have the tail on one side. When I thread my needle back through that center hole, I am going to try to come out on the opposite side. Of the cord so that I have one tail on either side. So that's in. I'm going to take all of these clips off so that I can tighten this. Want it tight, but not so tight that the book won't close. You can tell by the tension Just feel the tension on either side, and you will know. It feels really good. Just tie a knot. Down the center. I like to do a little triple knot. Now you can leave this long and use it as a bookmark or attach a little charm to it. I am going to trim these on this one. And voila! My signature is attached. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now I have this envelope from the paper book that I'm going to use to make a flip element and a tuck spot. And I think that's actually a pretty good spot. We'll do it right here. We will do it right there. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Let me just make sure. I don't want to put it somewhere other than that spot. Maybe here. Yeah, I kind of like it there, but it's too close to this. Let's find another spot. No, don't like it there. Maybe there. Yeah, we'll stick it here. So first thing I did is on the inside of the envelope, I cut a little thumb, what do they call this? Like a little opening here so that you can pull anything you put in there. And then I'm going to take my glue. I didn't cover the entire flap, but I covered a good part of it. So now we'll have like this little flip element on this side. And because I use wet glue and this is a thinner paper, you see how this is kind of wrinkled. I don't like that, so I just got some very pretty washi tape. I have my glue stick. I'm going to kind of cover that up with some washi tape. So thank you to anyone who was popping in and watching. I did a live Friday starting this project. I continued it on Saturday during another live, and so I thought I would finish it today. Even if I'm sitting here talking to myself, it's all good. I used a glue stick to give a little more stick to my washi tape. Trim off the excess right here. And right here. And that is going to complete this journal. The only thing I will have to do now is just figure out the closure and what closure I am going to use. So that went a lot faster than I thought it would. When I tell you I usually struggle with sewing in signatures, I do. I think maybe because it's a single signature journal, maybe it was a little easier because I didn't have to worry about the spacing and make sure the signatures were not only lined up with the journal but with each other. It's a little less stress when it's one signature. So there it is. My soft cover fabric wrapped one signature journal. And I think it turned out really cute. It really did. And to think, I started this Friday, kind of impromptu, and continued it Saturday and finished it today. That is a record for me. Really a record. I don't normally work that quickly. And at the same time, I got to try something new. I've never made the soft covers before. So what you can do there, let me just show you. So that could be a tuck spot. You could tuck something in there, see? And then on the other side, you have the flip that you can put something in there. So I think that turned out really cute. I could, you know what, and I think I will, put some tape on this side as well. I'll use that same tape because I don't like how you can see the wrinkles on that side. So I'm going to do that right now before I forget. And I probably need to do that for the other journal as well. So let's do that now. Definitely needed that. Wrong tool. I think that's better. That looks finished now. Plenty of space to journal. I think this looks great. So there's the one. Let me seal that one up. I'm going to bind it. Keep it closed for a couple of days. Try to train this thing to stay shut. Let me fix this one. I think this is the one where I also added, yeah, here it is. I did that little flip thing here. Although it's not as bad on this side, I'm still gonna add the tape just to make it pretty. And then that's going to finish this project, my friends. Boy, where did the end of the tape go? I lost it. So doing this journal live has certainly been interesting. It's been fun. Yesterday was trying because my live kept crashing, but I got it done. So if you're curious as to what papers I used and how I went about making my soft covers, definitely check out my other lives. I saved them to a live replay list. There. In the past 3 days, I've learned quite a bit about making soft cover journals. Since this was my first one, I knew I would probably end up making some changes if I were to do it again, and most certainly I am going to make some changes. And once I have my method down pat, I will film a tutorial and post it to my channel. But I think for first try, not bad. Not bad at all. So here's the summer. Here's the outside. Here's the inside. There's the back. Here's the spring. This is the outside. There's the inside. I tried some super fancy stitching on my sewing machine. Turned out really nice. There's the back. And then last but not least, this one is the autumn one. Here's the front. There's the inside. There's the back. And those are my 3 journals. Absolutely love the way they turned out. Would I change some things about how I made the soft cover? Yes. I don't think I would use foam again. I used fun foam. I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's a little, fun foam is a little too thick maybe and a little too stiff. So when you fold the book closed, the paper tends to wrinkle. The fabric is fine, but the paper wrinkles pretty severely, and I think that's because maybe the fun foam is maybe a little too stiff, not sure. So I don't think I would use the fun foam again. I think next time I will try this process using felt. I think felt might work better. Um, and I also, that piece of Tyvek that I added down the center when I was making the cover, at that time I said it might be a mistake adding that Tyvek, and I think it was a mistake because I think it also stiffened up the book more than I wanted it to be. So these covers are great. They are definitely sturdy. They will last, that's for sure. And I love the way they turned out, but I definitely will modify the method. And once I try it with felt, I will report back to you guys on how it turned out. But that is my entire live for today, my friends. I didn't plan on making this long, and I didn't expect that very many people would join me. This is more kind of finishing up a project that I started with a group of people on Friday. And in case y'all interested in seeing how it turned out, I thought I would do this quick live, and then I will save it and you can see for yourself what the end project looks like. Only thing I have to do now is just find maybe some pretty ribbon. I have some sari silk, but I don't know that it's going to necessarily match this, but I'm not too worried. I'm sure I can find something in my stash. So that is all, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that. And if you are checking out this replay and you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would love to have you. A thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. And be on the lookout for the My Vintage Attic series on my channel. That is a series where I post some beautiful vintage items for sale to anyone in the US who might be interested in collecting things vintage for journaling. It's mostly ephemera, fabrics, and trims. So definitely check out that series. And I think that sums it up. So I will catch you all in my next video, my friends. Until next time. Bye bye.